Men don't give themselves to just any woman, but when they find one who awakens a powerful instinct in them, they'll do anything to have her by their side. The problem is that many women end up doing exactly the opposite, and without realizing it, push away the very men they wanted to attract. But today, I'm going to tell you what truly makes a man see you as one of a kind and be willing to risk everything to be with you. Get ready, because this shift can completely transform your relationships. The male instinct for challenge and conquest, girl. Men have always loved a challenge. Since prehistoric times, they've had to hunt, protect, and conquer. That instinct is still alive today. It just manifests in different ways. In love, for example, they want to feel like they're winning something valuable. If everything comes too easily, trust me, their interest can disappear fast. But don't worry, this doesn't mean playing games or making things difficult for no reason. The key is showing that you have value, that your attention and time aren't just given to anyone. When a man realizes he has to put an effort to be with you, he becomes more motivated. His interest grows because now there's a clear goal: to prove he deserves to be by your side. You know those women who seem to have men at their feet without even trying? Their secret isn't luck, and it's definitely not magic. They simply don't chase after men, don't beg for attention, and, most importantly, they know what they want. This makes men feel challenged to win them over. Men love that feeling of having a mission, and when they realize you're a prize, they'll want to put in the effort to win. Now, can any woman awaken this instinct in a man? The answer might surprise you. Pshounds. What makes a man see you? As unique and irreplaceable, men meet plenty of women throughout their lives, but only a few truly leave a mark. What makes him look at you and think, she's different from all the others? It's not just your looks or the way you talk. What really captures a man's attention is your attitude, the way you value yourself and position yourself in a relationship. A woman who knows who she is and what she deserves stands out without even trying. Many women believe they need to please a man all the time to be chosen, but this can have the opposite effect. When you try too hard to fit into what he wants, you end up losing what makes you special. Men are attracted to authenticity. If he senses that you shape yourself to fit any situation, why would he value your presence? What makes you unique is your ability to stay true to what you believe in, without fearing that it might push him away. Now, stop and think. Are you showing your true self, or are you constantly trying to fit into what others expect? Many women do this without realizing it, and later wonder why they aren't valued. If you don't make your worth clear, how can you expect him to see it? The way you carry yourself determines how much effort he'll put in to be with you. If he feels like he doesn't need to do anything, then he simply won't. And here's the most interesting part. There are small actions that make a man realize you're not just any woman. Some are subtle, but they have a deep impact on how he sees you. 3. The power of space and mystery, girl. Relationships are like a good book. If you already know everything that's going to happen, it loses its excitement, right? Mystery is one of the most powerful ingredients of attraction. If a man feels like he already knows everything about you, that he has your attention 24/7, and that there's nothing left to discover, his interest can fade. This doesn't mean hiding who you are. It means letting him uncover things about you over time. Anticipation creates desire, and desire makes him want to be around you even more. A lot of women give too much too soon. They reply instantly, are always available, and share everything about their lives before he even asks. And what happens? He feels like there's no need to put in effort anymore. Creating a little space is essential for him to miss you. At the end of the day, a man only values what he fears losing. If everything comes too easily, he simply won't see a reason to fight for you. But how do you find the right balance? The secret is simple. Keep living your life. Stick to your commitments, your routine, and your personal time. A relationship shouldn't be the center of everything. Besides keeping the spark of attraction alive, this makes him see you as a complete, interesting woman, full of her own energy. And men fall in love with women who seem to have something special, something they can never fully figure out. Now, there's something even more powerful than space and mystery. Something that makes a man feel a real fear of losing you and pushes him to take action before it's too late. So he needs to feel that he could lose. Nothing makes a man act faster than realizing he could lose an amazing woman. But pay attention, this doesn't mean making threats or playing manipulative games. The key here is simple. He needs to understand that if he doesn't value you, someone else will. Men only chase after what they feel they might lose. When they think everything is guaranteed, they tend to get complacent. But when they realize you could move on without them, the game changes completely. If you accept anything, forgive disrespectful behavior without consequences, and are always there no matter what, he won't feel the need to make an effort. But when he sees that you have options, that your happiness doesn't depend on him, and that your time is valuable, he starts asking himself, am I doing enough to keep her in my life? And that question makes him take action. But be careful. Some women try to force this fear by going out with other men just to make him jealous or playing games. That almost always backfires. What truly works is being genuine, living your life for real, not revolving it around him, being confident in yourself and making it clear that being with you is a choice, not an obligation. This makes a man understand that if he doesn't step up, he might lose you forever. Now, making a man realize this is just the first step. If he decides to chase after you, he needs to see that being with you makes him a better man. 5. The woman. Who inspires a man to be his best girl? Men don't truly give themselves to just any woman. They commit to the one who makes them want to be better. And no, this has nothing to do with changing or fixing a man. Quite the opposite. It's about being a source of inspiration, someone who naturally sparks in him the desire to grow, without you even having to ask. A woman who has her own dreams, takes care of herself, and lives with purpose carries a different kind of energy. She doesn't need to demand effort because he feels, on his own, that he wants to rise to her level. This is the kind of woman that makes a man think, I can't let her slip away. And when he feels that way, committing to the relationship doesn't seem like a sacrifice. It's something he genuinely wants to do. The problem starts when a woman takes on the role of a teacher or mother in the relationship, trying to guide him or teach him how to be a better man. That doesn't work. Real change only happens when it comes from him, when he sees that being with you pushes him forward. And that only happens when you set your own standards and stay firm on your own path of growth. Now, beyond inspiring him, there's something even more powerful that makes a man risk everything for you, something that deeply triggers his instincts and makes him see you as a rare and extraordinary woman. 6. The power of rarity and self-worth. Anything that's rare holds more value, and in relationships, it's no different. If a man sees that you're always available, giving too much of yourself without him having to earn it, he won't feel the need to invest. But when you show that your time, attention, and energy are precious, he understands that he needs to work to earn a place in your life. The key here isn't about playing hard to get. It's about knowing your worth. When you have clear standards and don't settle for less than you deserve, he realizes that being with you isn't something he can take for granted. And that triggers his desire to commit, because no one wants to lose something truly valuable. The mistake many women make is thinking that by giving everything too soon, a man will recognize their value. But the effect is actually the opposite. What comes too easily is rarely appreciated. That's why the secret lies in balance, knowing when to give and when to step back. The way you carry yourself says everything. Your actions make it clear that you don't accept just anything, and that makes all the difference. Now, after everything we've covered, here's the big question. How do you know if a man would really risk everything for you? There's a simple test that reveals the truth, without you even having to ask. 7. The ultimate test. Would he really risk everything for you? Not every man is willing to step out of his comfort zone for a woman, and that says a lot about his true level of interest. But how do you know if he would really risk it all for you? The answer isn't in what he says, but in what he does. A man who sees you as a priority doesn't just talk, he shows it through his actions. He invests his time, puts in effort, and makes it clear that you matter to him. Now, if he avoids serious conversations, won't commit, and constantly puts other things ahead of you, Then girl, the truth is simple. He just doesn't feel the need to risk anything. When a man really wants something, he makes it happen. He doesn't leave room for doubt or act like he's afraid to fall for you. On the contrary, he makes sure you know he's choosing you every single day. A lot of women make excuses for a man's lack of effort, thinking he just needs more time or that things will change. But the truth is straightforward. When a man truly values what he has, he'll move mountains if he has to. He'll face challenges, solve problems, and find ways to be there. If you're constantly waiting for him to step up, then maybe the answer is already clear. Now, the real question is, have you been carrying yourself as a woman who deserves that level of dedication? Because at the end of the day, men only risk everything for a woman they know is worth it. And if you want to learn more about how to build healthy relationships and be valued the way you deserve, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Oh, and don't go anywhere. The next video is already popping up on your screen, and I'm sure you're going to love it.